Hold on. The weatherman says Maine will be hit with another cold snap, right on time for the winter solstice, when minus 30 degrees really feels cold, and the cold you feel straight to the bone. The kind of cold only a Mainer knows. Burning a few more sticks tonight in the wood stove. That seems to be very hungry tonight. This is when you're grateful for all your hard work you put in last summer. Making sure your socks on before you go to bed. Waking up to a very cold floor. Looking at the frost on the windows, almost a quarter-inch thick. With my long johns on, bundling up, burning all the wood from last night, headed to the shed, where the wood is quickly depleting of all my summer's work, preparing me to enjoy all the hard work. Thank God it's only 15 degrees today. For the rest of the week, it won't make it past minus 32. No worries, my all-nighter is always hungry. Now in my rocking chair writing by the candlelight, and the sounds of my warm all-nighter roaring with every crackle and pop, all the sticks of wood burning. The chimney growing red. Just finished my dinner. I cooked on the all-nighter. Just a couple of cheeseburgers with my last cup of tea. Knowing I must get some sleep. Knowing I'll be up at 3. Filling the all-nighter to this morning's nice and warm. Just 3 more months of this before you know it will be chopping wood again. Just the way a winter Maine life is. Maine the way life should be. Living in a box with no windows, always dark, no light, just the electric pack jackery tonight. It's a good thing I thought to look at the weather. For Maine tonight, it's only about 20 degrees out there on this December Saturday night. On the 21st day, only 4 days away from the longest day of the year. December 25th is almost here. Turning Mother Nature's biological clock, soon before you know it, it won't be dark until 9 o'clock. Living in a box, where the creativity of the mind comes alive, following a story that pops in my mind, running with like Secretariat once did, out of the gate, sometimes late, just fast enough to win a couple first place. Tonight it feels like I won. With the warmth of 68 degrees, living in a box, you count on days like these, especially when it's 20 degrees out, grateful, a deep dream of 58 degrees. Now that I'm stoned, they all can leave me alone. Now that I'm stoned, I can handle all the chaos and tormental. Now that I'm stoned, I am more in love. Now that I am stoned, I know that I'm never alone. Closer to my mind, not of others' thoughts, only of mine. Now that I'm stoned, the words flow easy with creativity. Keeps my mind busy. Mixed with the music, makes the picture and the words come alive. Now that I'm stoned with the voice, the story comes out. Now that I'm stoned, I can be or not be. Not real, only real to me. All that matters is that I am free. Free to be whatever I dream to be. Who I am, who I live, what they wear, the color of their hair, Their eyes, if I love them or hate them, whatever it may be, I don't care. I am me, now that I'm stoned. I am already preparing myself for the unexpected as I unload the canoe from the old rusty car, hoping I don't fall on my ass down the steep hill, going to the river. Looking around and seeing clearer than I did yesterday, to see where I went wrong. No, not going down river again. With my canoe and my paddle and my two hands, with all against me, the water not being my friend. Paddling the current, how long it's been. All the while watching for rocks and fallen trees. When floating, you must always know how to swim, just in case you fall in. You're never safe when you're in the hands of Mother Nature's domain. All the same, never tame, never quiet, wild and rough. You know it when you see the rush of the white water flowing as you bail your canoe. What all started out as fun, the Kennebec outdoes. What is supposed to take only a few hours takes 8. Almost drowning, saving a young man that couldn't swim. On the second largest river, it's a blessing we all didn't fall in. Live to fight another day, how fitting is the date. Free to say I survived the Kennebec without drowning. All wasn't lost today, all but my glasses. I guess Andre's nephew, chauffeuring the Kennebec canoe seating all 7. In 1925, just in time the sun setting, after a short to be, very long turns out. Today not taming, but the Kennebec taming me. That day, on a beautiful sight of the cabin and the campfire light, by the almighty river's edge, we made it, all 7 of my friends, in the Kennebec canoes in 1925. All I had was love, even when I got pushed or shoved. All I had was love, when I was being made fun of, wearing glasses, not knowing the answer, being picked on anyway in classes. All I have is love, being told I'll never amount to nothing. Just a foster kid lost in the system. Even when I had no mom and dad, all I had was love. Asking to carry your bags to your car, to asking how you are. All I had was love. All I have to give is a hug and a few words saying it's all gonna be alright. All I had was love. The call I took in the early morning scared, upset, and the call in the afternoon not knowing what to do. Car being taken by the bank, no money to pay. All I had was love. A man with no job and no income, getting the job done. All he had was love. The hardest thing to do is to trust your inner self in you. This trust will never fail you. What you thought time and time again, you thinking you know more than it. And it happens, oops, I did it again, when what you thought was right. How many times in a day must you contemplate, second guessing the much higher plan? Clark Kent without his glasses, if only I could understand. Clark Kent is just a man. He is Superman without his glasses. And tonight, shut up and just get in the truck. There will be no fight. And don't answer the text or your phone. Let the world leave you alone. Trust this is right. It might keep you out of jail tonight. There is no magic pill. All there is free will. When my ignorance of not understood is without reason, is my fault. Not by not understanding, but by not thinking about it before I speak. Ignorance is never understood without reason. So if you've never made a reason, ignorance, then, is your fault. William Arthur Houghton Jr. Where is my grandfather flying today? Sitting down by the bay. A cool light breeze flows on my back and neck, sends goosebumps and shivers on my body. Had a sense we'd be meeting here today on this grand, most beautiful summer day. You and I would have never missed for anything. Overlooking the breakwater a mile out sets the lighthouse that's seen its fair share of different weather. Glad it's a good one today. We have no clouds in the sky to hide the bright warmth of the sun. Two fellows fishing, lots of people walking on the solid path with smells of patches of pink and red wild roses. While sitting on my granite slab watching the tides and the time to catch the waves splashing off the rocks. A man and a boy telling stories of adventures, Dr. Hook, Peter Pan, of lost treasures lost in Neverland. On the beach, no track of time, with each other with no cares if anyone's watching. Lost in themselves, and only of the attraction of each other reminds us of days with my grandfather. Opportunities creating blessings, blessings creating gratitude for sharing his wisdom and knowing years later, me and my grandson here, walking, lost in an abundance of wisdom, and always learning from memories of one's past, keeping traditions alive. Today, passing on to my grandson, wisdom from his granddad. You only wanted me here just to make me feel unwelcome. Because negative energy gets more attention. Your ignorance of your own negative energy let you forget there is a higher power you neglect to admit. Every man will have to answer to its own actions. The biggest mistake a man makes, they always let the devil lead the way, leading them with money, sex, and drugs, tormenting you in believing this is the American white picket fence, letting jealousy and conjuring by what someone's eating or how they pray, what they practice, or what they preach, realizing all an allegory of one's manifestations into their own life, not mine. I will leave you be with the devil and his minions, for I stand in the darkness, holding my own torch, walking alone, a path doing what is right, with my source, love, that always welcomes me. So I choose love over the unwelcome you, where there is less attention, not making fun, or telling dishonest lies, just love with passion and feeling, with every word being perfectly picked for what I see as my American dream. And it's more than just a white picket fence. My white picket fence will be freshly painted. Rise and shine, sleepyheads. Get your buns up out of bed. It's morning once again. Let's get going. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yugen Bliss, the road to happiness. Yugen Nation love. Let's make love real again.